2 live, but 3 if the other one uploaded. I didn't check. Also, I didn't tell you, I like a spicy spaghetti sauce. I like spicy anything. I put this in separately. Jay is not big on the spice like I am. But I've got the third piece frying now. Oh, that one's stuck. Damn it. Some of the breading came off. It's all right. It'll be covered by the cheese. It's just not as pretty. Guess the oil got too hot. You can see the little bits of cheese that was in the breading that's fallen out in the pan. That's okay. But these two are finished. So I wanted to start to get them dressed up. And I don't think I told you, I also do put bay leaves in my sauce. But that should be fine. And I'm going to go ahead and, I mean, there's a little bit of grated cheese on there. I used the little bit of grated parm that I had left over. Now I'm going to go in with some slices of mozzarella. And you guys, I am not shy. I'm shaking because my blood sugar is down. But we're going to go in first with the cheese again. Yes, please, for the cheese. That is a thick piece. Got a couple little ones. That one's going to be really cheesy. And then, why not? Let's go over here. I got my spoon from Sicily. We just got back, handmade from like a vendor. I love my wooden spoon collection. Anything like country, cozy, kitchen, you gotta love it. It's like made out of a coconut shell or something, but I figured this would be a good portion size for each slice of the chicken. However, I screwed up and I gotta put the phone down because we're not gonna cook it in the wire rack. I've gotta transfer this to my smaller baking dish that is not clean. Dang it. All right, let's see. Can I do this without dropping it? I can. Or no, I cannot. I dropped it. That's all right. It's still hot, so not one of my brighter shining moments. That actually is okay. And the cheese will melt when it cooks down. This one's ready to come out. Let's turn that off. I'm gonna actually flip it back one more time. Sorry about the filming. That one's a little dark, but that's okay. Cheese will melt nicely on this. I'm not even gonna look at the breading stuck to the bottom. It's all right. We'll just do that. Sorry, it's hard to hold the camera. Oh, told you it was live. I wanted to use my smaller baking pan, but that's okay because the cheese is going to melt all over it anyway. I turn that off. Let's go in with the cheese. Lots and lots of mozzarella. I'm not big on pork cutlets like this, or I don't eat a lot of pork, believe it or not. That should be enough cheese. I got enough. Maybe I'll throw it in the Caesar salad. Not traditional, but I'll turn my sauce off. And I can get in there with the spoon. Just make sure I don't get any of the bay leaves. And we're just going to pour that over the cheese. You can do as much or as little sauce as you want. You can see the chunks of basil in there, the chunks of tomatoes from the diced can of tomatoes. But it's more of like a marinara because I do a chunky meat sauce for like a Sunday pasta. Put as much or as little of the sauce that you want. with a fresh piece of basil right there. And now I do need 2 hands to open the lid. I'm gonna go in with some of the parm. Maybe I can do it. I can do it with one. So this is just shredded parm. And I will just sprinkle that on top as well. And then you guys, when it's towards the end of cooking, I will set the oven to broil, and that actually gets this cheese brown, which I like. And you can see I am not shy at all with the mozzarella or the parm. Why not? Let's go in. It gives it that salty, nutty flavor. And for that, we're going to put it in on 350 for about 20 minutes, and then I'll set it to broil for about 5 when it finishes cooking. Sauce is done, and now all I have to do is get the rolls finished, cook the pasta, and put the salad together. And once I clean up the stove, you can see I've got the garlic powder in there. Let's see. It could go maybe another half hour. Now that one's going to look like a donut. But I'll move it over here to the stove so it can sit actually on top of the stove. It'll help it to proof up more. And then when it comes out, I'll sprinkle it. I could do this just a little bit, but I'll use some of that fresh basil on top just to give it a little bit more color. And there you have a quick chicken parm. So we'll be back. Sorry if I missed your comments. I'm going to put crushed red peppers on mine. Hey Diane, sorry, wasn't able to read any comments. Hi Tony. Let's see. Hi Pandy. Do you want to cook? I love cooking. I love crabs. Hi Albert. I love crabs. I don't want to show my face. I'm like in sweatpants. I didn't do my hair or makeup, but maybe on the next video that'll be live, I'll run a brush through my hair. But yeah, I'm going to put some crushed red peppers so you know which one's mine. I'll go with the small one. You'll know right away if he takes a bite that it was not meant for him. All right, I am going to go ahead and get cleaned up, and I should have one final video. You guys don't need to show, or for me to show you how to boil a pot of water or cook some spaghetti. I'll use half a box. It's a 1 pound box. Again, because it's just for dinner tonight. But sauce is done. Pretty much the chicken's almost done. Just got to put the fresh bread in and make the salad. But yeah, I will be back. I'll be back. Hello, chit chat. I love you, Diane. I miss you. I'll be back in a little bit, okay? Bye. Love you.